Tonight's headlines: Duterte greenlights stiffer perjury penalties. NCR may be under alert level 2 soon. Coronavirus cases in the country at 2,795,642. Christmas comes early at Ayala Avenue. LPA to bring rains over Bicol and Visayas areas. And Philippine stocks gauge rises.
Magandang araw mga katribu! Narito na ang mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelevelo, Comfy Manalo, Atty. Lia Badillo Crisostomo, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Chirk Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na mula alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas ng mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Sama-sama natin alamin ang mga natatagong istorya sa mga latest na kaganapan sa loob at labas ng bansa.
Simulan natin ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments ng aming programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube. Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magkita-kita po tayo mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga at magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising Na!
Ayon sa World Bank, tinatayang 4.8 hanggang 12.7 milyong toneladang plastic ang sumisira sa ating karagatan taon-taon. Halos 80% nito ang nanggagaling sa Asya. Sa buong mundo, ang Pilipinas ay itinuturing na pangatlong pinakamalaking nagdudulot ng polusyon sa karagatan. Ang nakalalasong kemikal mula sa plastic ay di lamang kumukontamina sa karagatan, ngunit pati na rin sa hanging nilalanghap at lupang ginagalawan natin. Kung magpapatuloy ang kasalukuyang paggamit ng single-use plastics, sa taong 2050, mas marami na ang plastic kumpara sa mga isda na nasa ating mga karagatan. Dahil dito, mas pinaiigting ng pamahalaan ang kampanya laban sa paggamit ng single-use plastics. Nanganganib ang ating planeta. Iisa lang ito. Lahat tayo ay dapat kumilos sa lalong madaling panahon upang pangalagaan ito. Tama na ang plastikan.
Good evening. Today is Thursday, November 4, 2021. I am Elmer Navarro Manuel and this is Tribune News on Q. Here are the stories for this evening. President Rodrigo Duterte has signed into law a measure increasing the penalty for those convicted of perjury. Under Republic Act 11594, which amends Article 183 of the revised Penal Code, penalty for perjury will now be punishable with prisión mayor in its minimum period from 6 years and 1 day to 8 years to its medium period, which is from 8 years and 1 day to 10 years. The guilty party will also be meted with a fine not exceeding 1 million pesos and slapped with perpetual and absolute disqualification from holding any public office if he or she is a public officer or employee. He or she will also face imprisonment in its maximum period of 12 years. The new law says perjury is committed when an individual knowingly makes untruthful statements or under oath or make an affidavit upon any material matter before a competent person authorized to administer an oath in cases in which the law so requires. Metropolitan Manila Development Authority Chairperson Ben-Hur Abalos on Thursday said that he is optimistic that the National Capital Region will soon be placed under Alert Level 2. Abalos said a decline was already seen in the occupancy rates of ICU, wards, and isolation beds, as well as in the number of active COVID-19 cases in NCR. He noted that Metro Manila may probably reach the target 92% vaccinated population by next month. However, Abalos said Metro Manila had a 7.4% daily attack rate, but the requirement percentage to be placed under Alert Level 2 is 7%, which meant the region missed by 0.4%. The Department of Health reported 1,766 confirmed coronavirus disease cases on Thursday, to bring the total number of infections in the country to 2,795,642. This brought the active cases to 37,159, and of the total, 68.9% are mild, 5.3% are asymptomatic, 8.2% are severe, and 3.5% are in critical condition. The number of recoveries, on the other hand, rose to 2,714,658 after 2,591 patients recovered from the deadly disease. The death toll is now at 43,825 with 239 fatalities recorded. Data also show that 43% of the 4,000 ICU beds nationwide are in use, while 37% of the total 1,400 ICU beds in the National Capital Region are occupied. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Botomoto Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
In other news, the Makati Central Business District officially welcomes the holiday season this year as Ayala Land, together with local government officials, light up the Christmas decorations at Ayala Avenue. The 2-kilometer stretch of Ayala Avenue features palm trees adorned with kapis and string lights, highlighted by a centerpiece that showcases Filipino paroles, combining elements of the Kapampangan parol and cathedral stained glass windows. Designed by one of the most sought-after event stylists, Senas Pineda, the installations are reminiscent of valued Filipino traditions as symbolized by the glimmering parol. It also highlights faith and optimism by incorporating patterns of stained glass windows commonly seen in local cathedrals. Sustainability also plays a big part in this year's display, and most of the materials that were used are recycled, which includes the elegant kapis chandeliers that have been present in the annual display from previous years. State Weather Bureau Pagasa announced that a low-pressure area off northern Samar will bring cloudy skies and rains over areas in Bicol and Visayas on Thursday. In its 4 p.m. public weather forecast, state meteorologists indicated that the LPA was last spotted 185 kilometers east of Catarman, northern Samar. According to Pagasa, the LPA will dampen Albay, Sorsogon, Catanduanes, Masbate, Eastern and Central Visayas, Camiguin Island, Dinagat Islands, and Surigao del Norte. It also warned that possible flash floods or landslides may occur during heavy or moderate rainfall. Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon will experience light rains caused by the northeast monsoon. And in business, positive sentiments reigned in the local bourse on Thursday after the announcement of changes in the Federal Reserve's asset purchases, while the peso ended sideways against the US dollar. The Philippine Stock Exchange Index increased by 19 points or 0.26% to 7,203.72 at the closing bell. The broader all shares followed with a jump of 4.08 points or 0.09% to 4,437.17. Regina Capital Development Corporation Head of Sales Luis Limlingan said that the index sustained solid gains with more index heavyweights reporting earnings, and as the Federal Reserve said, it will begin trimming its monthly bond purchases in November with plans to end them in 2022. Volume totaled to 4.69 billion shares, amounting to 7.68 billion pesos. Decliners led advancers at 123 to 80, while 42 shares were unchanged. Meanwhile, the peso ended the day at 50.595 against a greenback from its 50.57 close a day ago. That wraps up the stories tonight, and we would like to thank the SM Store, Araneta City, Mary Kay, Department of Tourism, and Overseas Community Affairs Council member Alan Lin of the Republic of China for their continued support. And before we go, it's 51 days before Christmas. Again, this is Elmer Navarro Manuel, and you're watching Tribune News on Cue. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS and Google Play for Android to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune invites you to join its vibrant community, Katribu, to get updates on the hottest news on politics, business, sports, lifestyle, and entertainment. Emoticons of the Tribune mascot Tarsito are available on our community Viber.